YouTube, what's really good? It's your guy Hitch. I hope you are all doing well. Today I wanted to do a video that came from request of my channel subscribers, and to be honest with you, I love the idea. It's a tutorial on how to lace your dunks, and aside from me wanting to do this video because my subscribers requested it, and I truly adore and appreciate each and every one of you. And by the way, if you're not subscribed to my channel, you're watching this video and you happen to enjoy it, please make sure you hit that subscribe button. The timing for the request is perfect. The interest of dunks are at an all-time high. I personally just added these UNLVs to my collection, and I've also switched up the way that I lace my dunks over the last 6 months. I've made those changes. So I'm gonna give you 3 different ways to lace your dunks. 2 of them are ways that I personally use, and then the third will be an OG way of lacing dunks. And when it comes down to dunks, you have SBs and then you have non-SBs. Depending on what kind of dunks they are, that's going to determine how I lace them, as well as if they're lows or if they're highs. So without no further ado, let's get into it. So before we get this thing kicked off, I lied in the intro. I'm actually going to show you 4 different ways to lace your dunks. But if this is your first time watching my lacing tutorials, I have a playlist. Check that playlist out. I have a bunch of tutorials like on the Jordan 6s, Jordan 5s, etc. But step 1 is always take the laces out. You'll notice all these laces are taken out of these shoes, and that's because I will start on the first eyelet when getting this lacing tutorial going. And then lastly, the way we're going to get this thing going, we're going to go through the SBs first, then we're going to do the non-SB, and then we'll do the dunk high. The first sneaker up is going to be the Porcelain SB Dunk Lows. And before we get started, on SBs you have wings down at the first 2 eyelets. I do not split them because I've never seen that done and it looks good. That's just my personal opinion. So your first step is you want to take these laces and go in from the outside in, and do that on both sides. Once you have that done, you just want to pull these through and make sure that they are even. Once they're even, this is going to be pretty simple. We're just going to lace this thing all the way through, and we're going to skip no holes. We're just going to stop here and then tie the sneaker, and I'll explain why in a second. Now I personally have OCD, so I like to make sure everything's flat. The other thing is I like to give just a little bit of breathing room after getting the first 2 eyelets done. So you're going to notice the rest of these eyelets, there's going to be a little bit of hang time on the laces once I have it completed.
From Tarot to Rock, Zeke Molly Vader Law, been reppin' Painful. Zeke Molly Vader Law, been reppin' From Tarot to Rock, smooth criminal and gambling.
Give it a little bit of hang time and keep it going.
Spots, shoot dice to kill time, life handleable watch. Be careful where you bustin' your box. Narcos got the drop from snitching niggas with their hands in the pot. We was banging on the table, clips grinding beat. Lunchtime, broke days, Uncle Will, hook it up. Lunch line, got a couple dollars, get hot.
Now once we get to this stage, I stop. You notice that there's hang time in between here. Everything's not super tight, so that there's still breathing room when your foot goes in. And from here, I just tie the sneaker.
Couple dollars, get hot wings and cheese fries. Split it with my niggas, same homie since knee high. Wreck ball, GG.
This is it. This is how I have converted to wearing my SB Dunk Lows. I'm going to show you another way how I used to wear them, but this is how I wear my SB Dunk Lows now. And essentially, I like to have, you know, lace eyelets that are not used, and you're going to see that with all of the lacing that I do today, except with like the OG way of lacing dunks. But this is it. This is how I would wear my SB Dunk Lows.
Pop Warner rowdy at that goalpost. Mookie got that check going. Whole squad got that check going. It's Sunday morning in that check potent. Live down to the railroad. Yeah, yeah. Just to see what I could see. Yeah, yeah. I heard somebody call Payfield. Yeah, yeah.
The second sneaker up is going to be the Cold Pizza SB Dunk Lows. To me, this is one of my dunk grails. I love this sneaker. I love pizza. I love cold pizza. And this is a sneaker that hit clearance racks back in the days because people didn't care for dunks back in the days like they do now. But let's get into it. We're pretty much going to do the same exact thing that we did on the Porcelains, but we're going to do something a little bit different back here.
I said what that mean to me, yeah, yeah. Is it painful, was it terror, yeah, yeah. As sharp as a blade, yeah, yeah. And if you don't watch out, yeah, yeah. You might need. Graduated Pledge Omega, Jersey in the Raptors, Fresh Prince of Painville, biddies from Alaska. Kelly bought me breakfast, I ain't even have to ask her. Becky from economics did my taxes. I caught a body, I ain't even had to love her. Bounty on the head, I'm a quicker picker upper.
So you'll notice we did everything the same on this as I did on the Porcelains, except there's not that much hang time inside of these laces. It's a little bit more, it's a little tighter, and that's because we need a little bit of space for what we're gonna do on these last 4 holes. And on the last 4 holes, we're gonna do what I consider like the OG way of lacing SB dunks. So what you want to do, take this lace and you're going to start down at the bottom, come inside of here. After you do that, you're then going to touch up here. Once you have that completed, you're going to go on the inside and go to this hole. Pause. Once you have done that, you're then going to cross it back over here. And if you notice, it creates a little bit of a star. This way of lacing dunks is for like all the OGs from back in the day. This is how they would lace their dunks, and you will do the same thing on this side. And the thing is, you can actually, if you don't want to start here, you can start on a different hole. So like on the other side, I started at the bottom. This time I'm going to start here and show you how you can do the same thing. Come here, go across, make sure that's flat, boom. Then we're going to hit the bottom. And then we're going to cross back over again, tuck the lace in, and there you have it. You got your crosses on both sides. This is what I consider the OG way of lacing dunks. A lot of dunk connoisseurs from back in the day, this is how they would lace their kicks. I personally don't do this, but I can appreciate it.
With my lethal weapon, always use a Danny Glover. Don't turn women, you don't love the baby mothers. ATL Greek with my hop team, did that. Google me, Unity Day, we killed the stage, straight eulogy. Double XL, bought me new clientele for this dope that I told all bars, no coonery.
The third sneaker up is going to be new to the collection, and I'm so happy that they're part of the collection. These are the UNLV Dunk Lows, and they are not SBs. There are no wings on these lacing eyelets. Dunks back in the day when they first came out, they were basketball kicks. Then they evolved and they created SBs. They are for skateboarding. These are not SBs, and the way that I'm gonna lace this sneaker is actually the way that I used to lace my SB Dunk Lows, but I switched to only doing it on the non-SB lows because I think they look better, and we'll get into it right now. What you're going to notice is there will be lacing eyelets skipped on this shoe, just like on the SB Dunk Lows, but in different areas because I hate using all the lacing eyelets. So again, start from the outside, work your way in, and then make sure your laces are even. And make sure they are also flat. Boom. So this is to start. We're gonna continue lacing, but now we're gonna go from the inside out like we did on the other two previous SB dunk lows.
On the way to away games, Willie playing beats. My dog, that's my Great Dane. BJ playing cool.
So we have the laces flat, and we're gonna add some hang time to them as we move back. The other thing I want to point out, with your non-SB dunks, the laces are also flat. SB dunks, the laces are oval.
Pamina help me stay sane. Burrito selling snacks. Gummy bears and plantains. Wreck ball. GG Brown.
We got some hang time, and we're just gonna keep the party rolling.
Pop one a rowdy at that goalpost. Justin got that chant going. Whole squad got that chant going. It's Sunday morning and that chant potent. Fly down to the railroad.
And we're gonna stop right there, just like I did on the SB dunk lows. But the only difference is, instead of tying the sneaker right now, we're gonna skip this lace eyelet and go to the last one. And that is it. This is how I lace my non-SBs, my dunk lows.
Yeah, yeah. Just to see what I could see. Yeah, yeah. I heard somebody call Payfield. Yeah, yeah. I said, what that mean to me? Yeah, yeah.
The last sneaker up is one of my favorite releases of the year, and that is the Dark Curry, aka the Dark Russet dunk highs. Again, these are not SBs. There are no wings here, but they are highs, so you got some wings back here, which I do love. And man, if you ain't watched that video on these yet, go do it. The materials on these are crazy. But let's get to the lacing. Again, outside in. Once you have that done, now you just want to make sure that your laces are even. Now that you have that done, you got your laces flat. And just like we've done on the other dunks, you're gonna go inside out all the way back.
Is it painful? Was it terror? Yeah, yeah. As sharp as a blade. Yeah, yeah. And if you don't watch out, yeah, yeah.
It's flat, but the rest of the laces, you want to add some hang time to it.
You might need, you might need, yeah, you might need. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah. Terror to rock. Zeke Marley Vader lot. Yeah, yeah.
Now we're gonna stop here because, like I've done in the previous dunks, regarding the way I lace my sneakers, you gotta find an eyelet that you want to skip, and I want to skip this one, so we're gonna go here.
Marley Vader lot. Yeah, yeah. Terror to rock. Yeah, yeah. Yeah.
Now that you have that completed, the last thing to do, once you got your hang time right, is to tie the laces.
With my lethal weapon, always use a Danny Glover. Don't turn women, you don't love the baby mothers. ATL Greek.
That is it. That's how I lace my dunk highs, whether they're SBs or non-SBs like these are. Personally, I think the dunk highs, the laces are a bit longer, as to why I can't have them untied, but I think this is a neat way of keeping your kicks.
With my hop team, did that. Google me. Unity Day, we killed the stage, straight eulogy. Double XL, bought me new clientele for this dope that I told all bars, no coonery.
There you have it. That is how you get your dunks right. And you guys know that I'm always interested in your feedback. So please hit the comments. Let me know if this video was helpful, if I should continue to do lacing tutorials like these, or if there was a lacing style that you actually like over another. And please follow my other social media, shoot me a DM if you have any questions about anything, or if you just want to chop it up. And of course, make sure you hit that notification bell so you're notified when I got new videos being posted. I'm out.
On the way to away games, Willie playing beats. My dog, that's my Great Dane. BJ playing cool. Demeanor help me stay sane. Burrito selling snacks. Gummy business.